63 in the first half is a D1 first half record, and I'm sure there's a lot more that I'll get to. I know 70 in the paint's also a record, but we'll start with Coach and then open it up.
To begin the game, we thought we had good energy, and the guys really shared the ball, and tried to make extra passes. We didn't necessarily shoot it great from three, especially in the first half, but for the most part, the guys tried to do the right thing. It got a little sloppy and concerning in the second half with our defense, because we thought we guarded pretty well in the first half, but in the second half, to start the half, we were bad. And obviously those are some things that we're trying to correct. It was good to get some of those guys that hadn't gotten a ton of minutes some minutes, and it's a shame a couple of the guys that we would have liked to have gotten minutes are hurt. So that didn't help them, but hopefully in the long run it'll help some of these guys that hadn't gotten a lot of minutes.
Joe, do you treat these games, like you're talking about getting guys that normally don't get minutes into the game, do you treat these kind of like a scrimmage a little bit where you get to work on things against a live opponent?
Well, you treat it like a game, and then what happens is you're hoping that if you play well, you're going to get opportunities. Brian obviously is hurt, so he couldn't play, and Darnell got some minutes, and Brady needs some minutes. But you're hoping to be able to work on some things and some different combinations. But that all is predicted on how we play and how our energy is and how it gets going.
What did you think of your bench guys? Darnell had 11, Brady had 7 and 11.
I thought the guys gave us some energy. Christian Carlisle was really good. He gave us some energy, but that's to be expected. He usually plays with good energy, and it's as much depth as it seems like we had. We don't have a lot of. We've got 9 right now, and with Brian and De Niro being hurt, so hopefully we can get those guys back here soon, and I think that'll help practice and help a little bit of help our rotation a little bit.
Do you know? Do you have an idea of how long De Niro is going to be before he can get back? Or?
Well, day by day. So we'll just keep seeing. Hopefully he continues. He is feeling a little bit better. Hopefully he'll feel better. And Brian, was another 2 weeks on Sunday, so we'll keep X-raying as that deal goes along. But he's still a couple weeks away.
Christian, you got to 1,000 career points today. What does that mean to you?
It was cool accomplishment. Doesn't really mean that much to me overall, but yeah, it was cool.
On Saturday, you guys have the rematch coming with Middle Tennessee State. First game obviously didn't go too particularly well. Do you feel like you've learned from that game in the last week or so?
We would hope so. It was painfully ugly. It was from start to from the beginning of the game all the way through the end. Really good. I thought they dominated us in all aspects. We didn't give ourselves a chance, which was disappointing. Obviously a very good team. I think they were 8 or 10 in the RPI this morning. They've played a good schedule. They haven't played since we played them. So obviously there'll be some wrinkles, and we've got to get back to work tomorrow and prepare ourselves to play better than we did the first time to give ourselves a chance.
You've talked about defense, rebounding being two points of emphasis. These last 4 games, do you feel like you've seen those efforts improve?
In spurts. We need to get 5 in a stance at all times and not concede easy points. And we talked about the 2 things that can be consistent are defense and rebounding. There's going to be nights when you don't shoot the ball well, or you can take good shots and miss them. But if you're consistent defensively, it gives you the best chance to win games. You defend and rebound.
Ricky, what do you think? What do you think, from a front court standpoint, you guys can be doing to improve on defense and improve rebounding?
On defense end, we need to be more active. More in the stance. Limit paint touches. 3 quarters. We just need to be more active and, take pride in stopping the ball, stopping the guy scoring. So,
do you think it's a communication thing with so many of you guys playing together for the first time?
Yeah, it could be, but I think our communication, it can improve, but I think it's just a lot of, we got to come together more, communicate more would be a better part, and then just lock in on
Christian, what do you think you guys have learned this last week or so from the last Middle Tennessee State game till tonight?
We can't let our offense dictate our defense. We got to lock up on defense, and that'll get us easy buckets on the offense end and get us in a rhythm, and really just focus on the defense first.
Any plans for when it comes to handling guys like Nick King, like Potts, Gamble?
Obviously, King, he was really good the first game. He's having a great year. He's averaging 22 points a game. His offensive stats are off the charts. Stevens, they've got good balance. They can play inside. They can play outside. Potts is obviously a handful. We've got to obviously do some things differently, but in a lot of regards, it was our offense that killed us as much. I mean, they made shots, but it was our offense put our defense on our heels a lot.
Coach, you've been around with Christian for 4 years. What does it mean to you to see him get 1,000 points?
It's really cool. I remember sitting in his house with him and his mom trying to get him to come to FGCU and talking about some of the things he's accomplished and just watching him get progressively better from his freshman year where he never played to being an all-league caliber player. When you look at his stats this year and his effort and what he's done for our program, we're really appreciative.
And do you think about it at all when you're out there? Does it cross your mind that you were close to 1,000 points?
Yeah, a lot of my teammates were just very excited that I was close and just wanted to give me open shots, and I was able to do that, and they helped me out as much as anybody.
Anything else?
Good.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.